Monogamy is just a social construct. She told me before starting an open relationship, so I let her prove it. Now I'm in love, and she's alone. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I never thought I'd be writing this, but here we are. My marriage ended 6 months ago, and I'm engaged to someone else. The woman who destroyed my marriage is now desperately trying to get me back, and I honestly don't even think about her anymore. Let me tell you how we got here. Nora and I had been together for 7 years, married for 4. I thought we were happy. I was definitely happy. I'm naturally a relationship person. I loved coming home to her, planning our weekends together, talking about our future. She was more social than me, always had a bigger circle of friends, but I thought that balanced us out well. Then COVID hit, and everything changed. She started spending hours online in these communities, polyamory groups, feminist forums, relationship subreddits. At first, I thought it was just boredom. We were all stuck inside. Everyone was finding new ways to pass time. But then she started talking about relationship structures and toxic monogamy. Did you know that monogamy isn't natural? She'd say over dinner. Most mammals aren't monogamous. We're basically forcing ourselves into an unnatural state. I'd nod along, thinking it was just interesting conversation. I had no idea what was coming. The real conversation happened on a Tuesday night in March. I was reading on the couch when she sat down across from me with that serious expression I'd learned to dread. I've been doing a lot of reading about relationship structures, and I think we need to talk about opening our marriage. I looked up from my book. Opening it? What do you mean? Polyamory, Dan. Ethical non-monogamy. The idea that love isn't finite, that we can have meaningful connections with multiple people. My stomach dropped. I don't understand. Are you unhappy with us? It's not about being unhappy. It's about growth, about not limiting ourselves to outdated social constructs. Monogamy is just something society imposed on us. But I love you. I don't want anyone else. And that's beautiful, but it's also limiting. Don't you see how possessive that sounds? I felt like I was in some kind of alternate reality. That's not what I'm saying at all. Look, I've already been talking to some people online. Nothing physical, just emotional connections. And I realize how much I've been missing. The words hit me like a physical blow. You've been talking to other people? Emotionally connecting, yes. There's this guy Marcus who's really into philosophy, and James who's an artist. We have these amazing conversations about life and creativity, and you're having emotional affairs. They're not affairs. That's such a monogamous way of thinking. They're connections. Deep, meaningful connections that are helping me grow as a person. I stared at her. This woman sitting across from me, talking about other men with bright eyes and excitement in her voice. I didn't recognize her. So you've already decided. You're not asking me, you're telling me. I'm asking you to be evolved about this. To understand that love isn't finite, that exploring connections doesn't diminish what we have. And if I say no, her face hardened, then you're asking me to suppress my authentic self. You're asking me to stay trapped in a limiting relationship structure because of your insecurities. There it was. The manipulation wrapped in therapy speak. I realized in that moment that the woman I'd married wouldn't have asked for this. The woman I'd married would have cared more about my feelings than her growth. Something inside me died right then. I understood that this wasn't about rules or boundaries anymore. This was about survival. Okay. She brightened immediately. Oh my God. Thank you for being so evolved about this. I'll need some time to process this, but sure. Let's set some ground rules. We spent the next hour establishing boundaries. No overnights at first. Full disclosure about partners. Both have veto power over partners. Protection always required. Emotional check-ins weekly. She agreed to everything eagerly, probably because she already had Marcus and James lined up. I agreed because I understood something she didn't. The woman I'd married was already gone. This person sitting across from me, planning her dating life while wearing her wedding ring, wasn't my wife anymore. She was my roommate. The next morning, I shaved off my scruffy beard, something Nora always liked. Then I hit the gym for the first time in years. It wasn't about revenge. It was about reclaiming myself. I updated my wardrobe, got a better haircut, started taking care of myself in ways I'd neglected. I joined dating apps, but took time to craft the perfect profile. I reconnected with old friends, became more social. Most importantly, I started therapy. Not couples therapy, individual therapy to process what was happening to me. My therapist helped me understand that grief doesn't just happen when someone dies. It happens when the person you loved reveals they're not who you thought they were. Meanwhile, Nora dove headfirst into her new life. She went out with Marcus first, some hipster bartender who talked about Nietzsche and made her feel intellectually stimulated. She came home giddy, talking about new relationship energy and how alive she felt. "How was your night?" she asked, practically glowing. "Good. I worked out, had dinner, read a book. You should really try to meet someone. This could be good for you too." I nodded. "I'm working on it." Over the next few weeks, her pattern became clear. She'd go out with Marcus twice a week, text constantly with James, and chat with new matches on her apps. Then cracks started showing. Marcus began flaking on dates, only wanting late-night hookups. When she tried to have deeper conversations, he'd steer things back to sex. She started complaining that he wasn't emotionally available. "Maybe he's just not the right person," I suggested. "Maybe, but I thought we had such a connection." She tried connecting with James, but he lived 3 states away and couldn't maintain the intensity she wanted. Her other matches either wanted casual hookups or ghosted her when they learned she was married. "Dating is so much harder than I remembered," she admitted one evening. I said, barely looking up from my book. That's when I met Emma. I'd been taking my time with dating, matching with people, but not rushing into anything. Emma was different from the start. She was a graphic designer, recently single, with this incredible combination of intelligence and warmth that drew me in immediately. Our first date was supposed to be coffee. We talked for 4 hours. She was fascinating, well-traveled, passionate about her work, genuinely interested in getting to know me. When she asked about my marriage, I was honest about our situation. "That sounds really difficult," she said. "How are you handling it?" No one had asked me that. Not Nora, not our friends, not even my therapist in quite that way. "I'm figuring it out," I said. "Well, for what it's worth, I think you're handling it with a lot of grace." We had incredible chemistry. Physical, yes, but also intellectual and emotional. She appreciated my thoughtfulness, my stability, my commitment to personal growth. All the things Nora had started taking for granted. When I came home from our third date, Nora was waiting up. "How was your night?" she asked, but something in her tone was different. "Good. Had dinner with Emma. She's really something." "Oh, where did you go?" "That new Italian place downtown. She speaks fluent Italian actually, lived in Rome for 2 years." "That's nice. How was your evening?" Marcus canceled again. Some excuse about work. I could see the wheels turning. For the first time, it was hitting her that I was actually succeeding at this while she was struggling. Over the next month, the contrast became impossible to ignore. Marcus eventually ghosted her entirely after she got too clingy. James faded away when she kept pushing for video calls and deeper intimacy. Her other prospects dried up when they realized she was looking for emotional connection in what they saw as a casual situation. Meanwhile, Emma and I were falling in love. Real, deep, uncomplicated love. She was everything I hadn't realized I was missing. Someone who chose me first, who appreciated what I brought to her life, who didn't need other people to feel fulfilled. "I think we need to talk about boundaries," Nora said one evening, her voice tight. "Okay, you're spending a lot of time with this Emma person. We agreed on the rules. I'm following them. But I feel like you're not emotionally available to me anymore." I looked at her carefully. "I'm giving you exactly what you asked for, freedom to explore other connections." "That's not what I meant, and you know it." "Actually, I don't know what you meant. You said you needed multiple connections. I'm providing space for that. You're being deliberately obtuse. I'm being consistent with the relationship structure you wanted." She started crying then. "I think I made a mistake, Dan. I want to close the relationship. I want us to be monogamous again." "Why?" "Because I love you. I got caught up in all that online stuff, and I forgot what really matters." Her voice cracked. I thought I could handle it. I wanted freedom, but I didn't expect to feel abandoned. What really matters? Us. Our marriage. Our future together. Interesting. A few months ago, you said monogamy was an outdated social construct. I was wrong. I was confused. Can't you forgive me? There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to explore connections. You did. I did too. But you're in love with her. I didn't say anything at first. Just looked at her. Really looked at her. The woman who'd planned her dating life while wearing her wedding ring. The woman who'd called me possessive for wanting monogamy. Yes. The word hung in the air between us. She looked like I'd slapped her. So just end it. Choose me. Choose our marriage. Why would I do that? Because we have history. Because I'm your wife. You're the woman who told me that loving one person was limiting myself. You're the woman who told me that loving one person was limiting myself. You're the woman who said I was too insecure for an evolved relationship. I take it back. I take it all back. You can't take back showing me who you really are. You can't take back teaching me that love isn't finite. You were right about that part. What do you mean? My love isn't finite, but it's also not guaranteed. And you taught me that I don't have to limit myself to someone who doesn't choose me first. But I'm choosing you now. You're choosing me now because your other options didn't work out. Emma chose me when she had other options. The truth of it hit her like a physical blow. I could see it in her face. I'm filing for divorce, I said quietly. You can keep the house. I'll be fair about everything. You can't be serious. Over some woman you just met. Not over her. Because of you. You showed me what it feels like to be someone's second choice. I won't accept that again. But I love you. I believe you do. But not enough. And I learned that's not enough for me. The next few weeks were difficult. She tried everything. Tears, anger, bargaining. Her mother called me. She's miserable, Dan. Can't you just forgive her? I'm not punishing her. I'm just living the life she said she wanted. Her sister tried next. She realizes she was wrong. Everyone makes mistakes. She's free to make whatever choices she wants. So am I. Our mutual friends weighed in too. You're being stubborn. She wants to work it out. There's nothing to work out. We're both exploring connections, remember? The divorce was finalized 3 months later. Nora had to sell the house, moved into an apartment across town. I heard through friends that she deleted all her dating apps, that she was struggling to meet anyone. Emma and I got engaged last month. We're planning a small ceremony next spring. We're both excited about building a life together, about the future we're creating. 2 weeks ago, I got a text from Nora. I see you're engaged. Congratulations. I hope you're happy. Thank you. I just want you to know that I'm sorry. For everything. You deserved better. I know. Do you think we could ever be friends? I stared at the message for a long time. Did I think about her? Did I miss her? Did I feel anything at all for the woman who'd been my wife for 4 years? I don't think about it. And that's the truth. I don't think about her anymore. I don't think about what we had, what we lost, what might have been. She's not a person in my life anymore. She's a lesson I learned from. Emma and I are happy. Really, genuinely happy. We're building something together based on mutual choice, mutual respect, mutual commitment. We both know what it's like to be with someone who doesn't choose you first, and we're grateful every day for what we have. Sometimes I wonder if Nora learned anything from all this. If she understands that actions have consequences, that some choices can't be undone. But mostly, I don't wonder about her at all. She wanted to explore connections. She wanted to see what else was out there. She wanted to evolve beyond monogamy. She got exactly what she asked for. I just got it better. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.